After 2 days in Hoi An, we make our way further south to the city of Quy Nhơn, where we stayed in a beautiful seaside hotel. The next day, we visited a small village full of colorful murals. We then visit a local family-run dojo and meet some of the students. After that, we visited the citadel of Do Ban before heading back to the hotel. Then at night, we take an overnight train to the city of Ho Chi Minh. We leave Hoi An behind and head south. Along the way, we pass by the Wind Wonders theme park, which opened to the public in 2018. Arriving at this seaside town, whose name you can read at the bottom of the screen, we took a meandering walk through the town to see the numerous colorful murals all over the town. And we make a quick stop at the beach. There are literally dozens and dozens of murals on different walls and different houses all over this town. And these are just a few samples. I'll create a more comprehensive video soon showing more of the murals in this town for those that are interested, but here's a few of them. Created by both local and international artists, these artworks depict scenes of daily life, nature, and the rich marine biodiversity of Vietnam, making it a captivating experience for visitors of all ages. Here you see a mural that shows the daily life of some of the local fishermen. We made our way to the beach for a quick look and saw these two fishermen repairing their fishing net. Here are some people getting ready to launch their fishing boat into the sea. We then made our way to see a small, family-run dojo located just north of Quy Nhơn. The tour company I took this tour with likes to support and showcase small, family-owned businesses, hence our stop here. Currently, the dojo is being run by the grandson of the founder, shown here on the right. We visited the shrine to the founder, then the sensei gave us a short history of the dojo, and our awesome guide, An, translates for us. An told us how to pay our respects to the founder of this property. Traditions hold strong here, and the younger people are very respectful to the elders. One by one, we placed a burning incense stick on the altar. There is a small picture of the founder mounted above the altar, and here's a close-up of him. We then made our way next door to the actual dojo to meet some of the students. They gave us this black rice cake. It was sticky and sweet. Not sure what was inside. Then some of the students showcased their skills that they had learned. We watched them in turn show us some of their moves. This youngest girl was probably the cutest of them all, showing her moves to us. Then came her slightly elder sister. They're both here in training. Then came a couple of older and more advanced students. Then it was our turn to practice some moves with the sensei.
1, 2. Động tác này chúng ta hét lên. Ê! Yeah, good.
The Hồng Đế Citadel, or Citadel of Do Ban, is an ancient city fortress that was the last imperial city of the Champa Kingdom. It was their capital for about 500 years. The citadel was built at the end of the 10th century during the reign of Emperor Yangpuku Vijaya. This was the last capital of the Champa Kingdom where the Champ kings lived between the 11th and the 15th centuries. Several pieces of stone walls, moats, and granite tiled roads remain from the citadel. Inside, there are ancient Champ remains, such as square wells and statues of small lions, as well as the tombs of 2 generals. The citadel primarily functions as a mausoleum to honor 2 Nguyen dynasty generals, Vo Tan and Ngo Tung Chau. These 2 generals committed suicide after losing a big battle. They were cremated when the Tay Son troops retook the citadel in 1801. This is a partial archaeological dig site of a moat adjacent the citadel. Near the citadel, there are several tall brick towers which were once part of the citadel complex. They house additional artifacts. Unfortunately, we didn't have time to visit them. We made our way back to the hotel to relax for a bit and freshen up before heading out to the train station. Here you see a typical make-your-own driving rules at a traffic roundabout. So this is my room at the Seagull Hotel. Really nice place. Have my own balcony looking out onto the ocean. Looking out into the ocean, there were several cargo ships and tankers docked offshore, waiting for their turn to come into the harbor and offload their cargoes and take on new cargo for the return trip. Here are some sunset photos. Later at night, we made our way to the railway station to take another overnight train to the city of Ho Chi Minh. Outside the station, they had these colorful flashing sculptures. Here you see us waiting for a train to arrive. The train's moving. We arrived early in the morning at the outskirts of Ho Chi Minh City, which was formerly known as Saigon. Here you see some early morning rush hour traffic. They gave us some information about upcoming stops with some traditional Vietnamese singing in the background. After disembarking from our train, we saw this old steam locomotive displayed at the station. We met our new bus and driver and made our way to the hotel for the next 2 days. We stayed at the Central Park Hotel, located right opposite the Lee Van Tam Park. So this is my room at the Central Park Hotel. This should be the bathroom. Yep. So this is the reverse angle. So it's a nice room. Later that afternoon, I walked through the Lee Van Tam Park on my way to the Emperor Jade Pagoda for a quick look. This park is named after Lee Van Tam, supposedly a young Vietnamese revolutionary martyr of the First Indochina War, who is said to have single-handedly destroyed a French fuel storage facility in 1946. However, in 2005, historian Professor Phan Huy Ly of the Hanoi University said this was a fictional story written by the propaganda minister Tran Huy Liu. This is the Jade Emperor Pagoda. It was built in 1909 by a Chinese migrant. In the myths and folklore of Chinese culture, the Jade Emperor is one of the representations of the primordial god. There's a couple in there. So these are all the candle lights from the people who've made offerings. Inside the main hall, there are several wonderfully carved statues and reliefs of gods and warriors, but unfortunately, there is no photography or videography allowed inside. But it was an amazing sight to see the intricately carved statues, and I could just imagine how much time it took to make each one. Coming up next, we meet up with some additional tourists from the same tour company, and we jointly cross the border into Cambodia.